Hello friends, welcome back to a new lecture. Now in this lecture, we will understand why by default we use 2 standard deviation for calculation of upper band and lower band, and why not 1 or 1.5 or 3 or any random value. You must be curious what's so special about this 2 standard deviation. So the best way to understand this is by way of a bell curve, which is in fact a symmetrical curve around the mean or average of all the data points being measured. So as you can see, a bell curve simply looks like this. Please note the width of a bell curve is determined by the standard deviation. As you can see here, a 1 standard deviation confines 65% of the data. The next 2 standard deviation confines 95% of the data. And lastly, 3 standard deviation encapsulates 99% of the data. Now, in Bollinger Band terms, simply said, 1 standard deviation encapsulates 65% of price action inside the upper band and lower band. Then 2 standard deviation will cover 95% of price action inside the upper band and lower band. And lastly, 3 standard deviation will encapsulate 99% of price action inside the upper band and lower band. And now you will say, why not we use 3 standard deviation, which confines almost 99% of the data? What's so special about 2 standard deviation? Well, the answer to this will come from the charts when we will tweak the bands to 1, 2 or 3 standard deviations. So let's go back to our charts. So friends, this is a chart of Apple where we use 1 standard deviation for upper band and lower band calculation. As you can see, the bands engulfs the price, but price breaches upper and lower bands on too many occasions. As you can see at all these regions where price is breaching upper band and lower band. Friends, normally in Bollinger Band trading strategies, we either enter at lower band or upper band. And if there are too many breaches like this, then we will get too many weak trading opportunities or low probability trades, and that also means too many loss-making trades as well. Then next, this is the same chart of Apple but with 2 standard deviation. As you can see here also, price breaches the bands but less frequently as compared to 1 standard deviation. Statistically here, Bollinger Band contains 95% of price action inside the bands. And lastly, we have the same chart but with 3 standard deviation Bollinger Bands. As you can see here, the price breaches Bollinger Bands very rarely in this case. And this means you will get very less trading opportunities. The higher the value of standard deviation you use for your bands, the more price the band will capture. So after all this discussion, can you tell which is best standard deviation if you are a trader? Well, obviously you will say 2 standard deviation. We don't want too many trading signals, nor we want too less trading signals. With 2 standard deviation, we as a trader are getting enough opportunities and high probability trades, which is required being a day or a swing trader. And this is the primary reason for using 2 standard deviation and not 1 or 3 or 1.5 or any random value. Now again you will ask, this means 3 standard deviation has the highest probability trades? Well, yes, the trades will be of high probability, but again, plain vanilla strategy of using Bollinger Band only as entry and exit is not that effective with respect to today's markets. But please don't worry, the strategies which we will learn in the future lectures, we will add other confluences to eliminate many false signals and generate some high probability trading setups.